Chairman Gosar, Ranking Member Lowenthal, and members of the subcommittee, thank you for the opportunity to testify today. I am honored to be here. My name is Cathleen Kelly, and I am a senior fellow with the Center for American Progress, a nonprofit think tank. Americans rightly expect that our country's infrastructure is safe, structurally sound, and built to last. Today, I'm going to focus on 3 points: climate change threats to our nation's infrastructure, the cost savings of investing in infrastructure that can withstand more extreme weather, and the need for Congress to support a plan that will build the resilient and low-carbon infrastructure our nation needs to prosper. First, climate change and the increase in extreme weather that comes with it are threatening U.S. infrastructure. This discussion today on where we source the raw materials needed to rebuild infrastructure is important. But the subcommittee also has a responsibility to discuss the toll that climate change is taking on the nation's aging infrastructure, from dams, bridges, roads, rail lines, and our military bases. The world is getting hotter, and as temperatures rise, people around the nation face a troubling new reality of more violent storms, longer and more devastating droughts, hotter heat waves, and heavier downpours. Volumes of scientific evidence demonstrate the clear link between climate change and more intense and frequent extreme weather. These indisputable facts have already brought catastrophic and costly consequences for communities across the country. For example, the Oroville Dam spillway breach after California's whipsaw swing from drought to deluge threatened to send floods tearing through communities. Responding to the ongoing dam crisis has cost $100 million. This followed deadly and devastating floods in 2016 in Houston, Baton Rouge, West Virginia, Maryland, and North Carolina. In 2016, U.S. extreme weather and climate disasters caused a staggering 297 deaths and $53 billion in economic damages. Second, to save money and lives, Congress must invest in infrastructure that can withstand more extreme weather fueled by climate change. Regardless of climate change's causes, there is no disputing that the nation is experiencing more intense and costly extreme weather, and that the risks of this more damaging weather must be managed. This is why large corporations, including ExxonMobil, ConocoPhillips, and Royal Dutch Shell, are making investments to protect billion-dollar assets from rising seas and more extreme weather. President Trump is taking steps to protect his own business ventures from climate change. The Trump Hotel and Golf Course in Ireland has requested a permit to build a seawall to protect it from sea level rise, more extreme storms, and erosion driven by climate change. In New Mexico, the Afton power plant is reducing its demands on dwindling water supplies as droughts become more severe, and is saving money in the process. Like many risk management strategies, investing in climate-resilient infrastructure pays big dividends. According to a report by the Multi-Hazard Mitigation Council, every dollar invested in infrastructure resilience saves $4 in disaster costs. Third and lastly, Congress should support a plan to build the resilient infrastructure and clean energy systems this nation needs to prosper. The infrastructure decisions that we make today will have long-lasting effects on the nation's ability to protect our clean air and our water and to compete in a global clean energy market. And for this reason, Congress should invest in facilities that can withstand more extreme weather and reduce carbon pollution to avoid the worst and most costly damages down the road. The alternative is to needlessly throw good money after bad, leaving taxpayers, businesses, and state and local governments to foot an even higher infrastructure repair bill down the road. A clear majority of Americans recognize the threats of man-made climate change to our country. On behalf of the American people, Congress should apply basic principles of smart risk management to boost our nation's economic competitiveness and save money and lives in the face of more extreme weather and climate change. Thank you for the opportunity to discuss this very important issue with you today.
Kelly, I thank the panel for their testimony, reminding the members of the committee Rule 3D imposes a 5-minute limit on the questions. The chairman